And last year, I know everybody in here knows this because we talked about it. If I said to you, what does x squared actually mean? What does x squared actually mean? Yeah, x times x. All right. Now, what exponent is this x right here? What exponent does this x have? 1. Thank you. And what does this one have? 1. All right. So I like that. Now, if I ask you what is x cubed, what would x cubed be? Exactly. And what do all those exponents have? 1. All right. Now I'm going to ask you a question, and don't just rattle out an answer without thinking about it. All right. Because I haven't taught you this. But if I said to you, what is x squared times x cubed? Everybody here should be able to say, before you just say something, try to think about what you think the answer is. All right. So obviously the answer is x to the 5th.
Why would it be 2x?
Now, again, all right, again, the logic here. All right, the logic is this. No. I'm showing you. I'm trying to show you the logic. This right here, you know is true. You said that boldly. X squared means x times x. So what's the relationship between the exponents? What did you do to the exponents? That's the rule. When you're multiplying variables, you add the exponents. That's the rule. All right. 2 plus 3. That's how I got a 5, not a 6. All right. Now I'm going to ask you another question. Let's see how good we are. If I said, what is 2y to the 4th times 3y cubed? 2y to the 4th times 3y cubed. What is it?
It is 6y to the 7.
It is 6y to the 7. That was good. Hold up a second. I'll let you ask me in a minute. This is a number. This is a number. This is an exponent. This is an exponent. A number can be an exponent. Does everybody agree with that? But in this case, I identified it as an exponent, so we added the exponents. The 2 and the 3 are the numbers. I multiplied the numbers. I added the exponents. That is the rule. That's all there is to it. All right, when you forget something, go back to something super basic. All right, now the next thing I'm going to put down, x squared. Everybody's got to write this down too. X squared cubed. What does that actually mean? What does x squared cubed actually mean? Not what the answer is. What does it mean? Tell her. No, I didn't ask you that. Thank you. Now you're thinking. X squared cubed means x squared times x squared times x squared. Well, what is x squared times x squared times x squared equal to now? X to the 6th. That is correct. It's x to the 6th. Why is it x to the 6th? Because we add exponents. Or we now learned the second rule. We say power to a power. What do I do with those exponents? You multiply them. That is the rule. Now, does everybody understand what I'm saying? I cannot help you. I cannot explain, right? You either have to know the rules or you have to sit down and do it just like this and figure it out on your own. Personally, I knew I was going to forget things. So I learned to write it out and make the rule myself. I created the rules. And the rules do not change at all. All right. Once you learn the rules, the problems are easy. All right. When you multiply variables, you add the exponents. Power to power, you multiply. Those are the rules. All right, is everybody with me? Now we're going to start on the far side of the room. And for those of you guys who are having a little bit of trouble, this, if there's not an exponent, it's a what? 1. So, Mr. Kirby, the answer to number 1 is what? How did you get 2? There's a 1 here and a 1 here. What do I do with those 2 1s? There's no addition sign in here. Right. Say it again. Yes. Is it necessary to put 1 y to the 6th? No, you can just say y to the 6th, but 1 is a good number to have there to remind yourself. All right, now we're just going to go around the room and let's see. Your job is to try to put the answer down before the person says the answer. All right, then you'll know, yeah, I understand what's going on. All right, so I'm not happy with some of your final grades. So let's change it now. Change now. All right, brand new, fresh start. Number 3. Yes, sir. -7 x to the 6th. I like it. We're doing the odds. Number 5. Come on, pay attention. No, not you. M to the 6th. Anybody have any questions? All right, now we're going to number 7.
Me?
Yes.
10, or no, 16A squared. Oh, 16A cubed.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you forget, there's a 1 there. There's a 1. If there's no exponent, it's a 1. All right. Here we go. Number 9. Hold up. We got a question. What?
So, I feel like for some, like, you can,
They're all done exactly the same.
so like, for your example, how come, like, you can, multiply the x to, like, x, cubed?
Which one are you doing?
Like, for your example, you multiply them, but then, like, for the.
This is a power to a power. There's no example that we've done so far where I have a power to a power. These are all just straight multiplication. You with me on this? Here's what you're thinking. If I put a 4 here, it would be different. All right. Here we go. Number 9. Where are we at? Go. 4x to what?
4x cubed,
Right, because there's a 1 here.
or y 4.
You agree with that or not? You good? 4x cubed, y to the 4th. Any problems? All right, knock out 11, please. Go. 20x to the 10th. Now, as we go down the page, you should be looking at it going, wow, it gets harder and harder and harder and harder. So if you can't do these, you're not going to be able to go down to do the next ones. All right, 13, go. Remember, this just means 5 divided by 5. 1. That's right. How many B's?
3, so
Wait, where do you see 3? It's all right, buddy.
this one, is there 1B?
Look up on the board.
That'd be squared.
Yes, there you go. And then
Cubed.
that's it. All right, please try as we're doing them. Don't just write down his answers. Make your mistakes now. 15, go. Z to what?
Oh.
Yes, that's the most common mistake. People forget there's a 1. All right, so now that you made a mistake on that 3 or 4 times, you should be getting better at it. All right, 17. Look how easy that is. Power to power, just multiply. Into the 28th. All right, 19. Now look, A is to what power? Right, so then you multiply. Then you multiply. Right. Now, does everybody understand the 3, the -3 had nothing to do with the power of 3 because it's outside the parentheses. Everybody understanding that? That's your answer. Anybody have any problems with number 19? All right, now look at 20. Just everybody take a quick look at 20 because it looks like 19. However, Samantha, what's wrong with this problem now? What do I need to do with the -3? What do you mean?
Look to the power.
Yeah, so what would that be? No, I knew you were thinking that. -3 cubed is not -9.
Oh, wait. 27.
What kind of 27? -27. A to what power? B to the what?
Well.
Now look, guys, you see, you can't, experience is the best way to learn. All right, you're supposed to make a little mistake here and a little mistake there and correct them and learn based off your mistakes. Tell me. -3 times -3 times -3. That's what -3 cubed means. -27. It's different than the variable. Variable to a variable, you multiply. All right, Molly, you're up. Number 21. 64. Yes, 64, x to the 6th, b cubed. Anybody have any problem with that? Anybody? All right, let's knock out 23. Uh-oh, we got a tricky one now. Everybody underline this first. That has to be done first because a power is done before the multiplication. I'm listening, go. What's 4 squared mean? 16. X to the what power? No. Right? Because you're doing 1 times 2. You hear me, right? So 16x squared. Now I'm multiplying that by b cubed. Well, are x and b the same? No. So we just write 16 x squared b cubed. That's your answer. However, on most standardized tests, they're going to write it as 16 b cubed x squared because you generally write variables in what? Alphabetical order. All right. But it's not wrong if you leave it that way. All right. If you leave it as 16x squared b cubed, just traditionally we write the variable first. Okay, 25. Who's up on 25? Yes. You're doing this first. You understand that? What's that? Good job. Final answer. You're amazing. That's correct. You good? Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions with that?
Wait, so you just times those twos and then add two.
Yeah, multiply numbers, add exponents. Very nice. All right, you understand the difference between a number and an exponent, right? Everybody's got to understand the difference between a number and an exponent. All right, here we go. Who's up? 27. All right, you got a tricky one. You got to do this first. What's that?
Negative 3j squared times 436.
Yeah, but now you have to do square to each piece. So what's negative 3 squared?
27.
That's cubed,
Oh, -9.
but it's positive 9 because it's negative 3 times negative 3. Good with that? All right, now j to the what?
The 4,
Yes. K to the what?
6,
Yes, now you're good. All right, now you got to tell me what 2 cubed is. Bless you.
8,
Yes. J to the
6,
K to the,
3rd,
uh-huh. And now what?
72j to the 10th. And then k to the 9th.
Wow, very good. That's it. All right, that was pretty hard. All right, anybody have any questions with that? All right, let's do 29. Did you do one?
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, okay, okay. I thought I skipped you. All right, 29. Now what?
Negative.
Yeah, is what? Times. All right, now what? Multiply numbers. You're still thinking about this. Multiply 4 times negative 3 times 4. That's negative 48. Now you look at the x's. What's x squared times x squared? And then multiply the y's. That's it. All right, here we go. 31. See what I'm asking you to do first, right? Say it correctly, though. We don't say 3. We say n to the what? And y to the. You understand that? All right. Now, after you do the powers, now you multiply numbers and work with the exponents. So tell me what we're dealing with here. To the what power? Do over here also. No, how many n's are there altogether? How many here? 6. How many here? How many here? Altogether, that's how many? Perfect. Now do the Y's. How'd you get 9? Five plus 2 plus 3. Yeah, 10. All right, that's supposed to be pretty hard. It's just following the rules. All right, Wyatt, 33. Do that first. What is that? No. Do this first. You got to do the powers before you do the multiplication. How are you getting x to the 9th? No. Blinders on. Put your blinders back on. Do this first. Just this. What is 2x to the 4th power? What is that? I don't know what you're doing. What is 2 to the 4th power? Come on, come on, come on. Stay focused. I know it's hard. Things flying around the room. It's hilarious. You can't just stay focused. 16 to the what power? Yes. Now we're working on this guy right here. Yes. Come on, buddy. You got it. What is that going to be? Shh. No, power to power. What's the rule? 10. Come on now. Y to the. Yay. Very good. All right. Now you're supposed to go 16 times 16 times -3. I'll just do it for you. Is that right? 16 times 16 times 3. And now how many x's? You're multiplying these.
Yeah, those are, oh, okay, 2 ones.
What would the x be? X to what power?
Still 14,
And then,
y to 2.
yes, come on now. Stay focused, lock in, come on. If you can't do 33, you can't do 35, 37, so on and so forth. Come on, stay with me. Ask questions. I'm gonna make you move your seat because you get distracted too much. People around you. Stop. Come on, learn math. So I can send you out to high school going, wow. All right, come on and be nice. 35. Back to easy, go. X to what is the final answer? Yes, I've said it over and over. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Put a 1 there, put a 1 there, put a 1 there so you don't forget it. X to the what power? 10. 1 plus 2 plus 7. All right, remember now, you're supposed to be having the answers before someone says the answer. 37. Here we go. Keep going. Perfect. L5, K3. Anybody got a problem with that? All right. 39, go. Brilliant. 41. What? Am I doing 40?
Oh, I was looking at 40. 2A. Or 20A.
5 times 4. Today is 20. Very good. 20A to the 9th. 43. Let's go. Anybody agree with that? You got lucky. 45. AJ. Amazing. Thank you. All right, 47. Wow. 49. Now look right here, please. -3 to the third power is negative times a negative times a negative. So it would be what? Yes. -27y to the what power though? Yes. -27y cubed. Anybody have a problem with that? Speak up. Anybody? All right, 51. Let's look at that. Who's up? Yes. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. 2 squared is 4. Power to power, you multiply. Very nice. All right, what's the formula for area of a rectangle? Samantha. Length times what? Yes, area is length times width. So area equals, what am I going to multiply? What two things? Wow, and that answer is, wow, x to the 7th. Perfect. That is the answer. All right. Now, 53, that is just a what? What shape? Square. So that is going to be CD times CD. And what's CD times CD? What? Shh, no. No. Think again. What's CD times CD? No. Tell her. Yes, you're adding the exponents. Come on, peeps. Adding the exponents. All right, 54. What's the area of a triangle? Do you remember? Shh. Yes, you can say half times length times width, or we say base times height. So in this case, area, what's the base? Shh, no one's talking over here. Go. 9p3. What's the height? Yes, multiply that, please. 1/2 times 9 times 4. It'd be easier to do half of 4. What's half of 4? Times 9. 18. How many p's altogether?
18 times p to the 4th.
Yes, that's your answer. 18p to the 4th. All right, guys. Come on now. There's practice. Don't rush through. Think about it. All right. Get busy. Get it done.